Just the consistency. I mean, 200K, we've been getting 200K, plus for almost two and a half years now. So no change. The only weakness is energy related, which is no surprise. We've lost almost 100,000 jobs in the energy sector. A little bit of weakness in manufacturing related to trade, but this is a machine. This job market is just pumping out a lot of jobs. One interesting point about trade, and this is where all the weakness is coming from, global trade. That really nails GDP, the value of the things that we produce. It doesn't hurt jobs nearly as much because the key link is through manufacturing, and manufacturing is very productive. So we're losing some manufacturing jobs in trade, but it's not having a big impact on the job market.
The one we believe in, which is obvious, assuming we are going to continue to see the growth we've seen in the U.S., is consumer discretionary. And you saw some of that even in the Nike segment that you just put up. The controversial one to a certain extent, and there's a political dynamic to this, healthcare. We have not given up on healthcare. And I know it is very topical.
It was a rough quarter for healthcare.
Well, again, political motivated and headline driven, not earnings driven, not M&A driven. So the structural stuff we see going on in especially high quality pharma, with strong pipelines and with strong dividend pays, we still feel good about on that. And
the
that
quality
still
will out there.
Quality, right?
Quality will out.
And we could have a bigger debate on biotech.
And then finally, just to button it off, the three that you are less sanguine about would be energy, materials, industrials?
Which have been obvious in how we came in. We also just cut financials, and that was really as a function of the Fed letting us down, letting me down in September.
First of all, the dollar issue is real, but it's easily hedged. The proliferation of products right now that give you exposure to Europe or Japan while hedging out the currency. The growth issue, I think, is more nuanced. Yes, the U.S. is growing faster than Europe or Japan, but the reality is the U.S. market is facing several headwinds that are idiosyncratic. The stronger dollar is a headwind for U.S. companies. We've had a virtual profit recession going on right now among U.S. large caps. And second of all, you already have U.S. companies with margins close to a record high. It's going to be very difficult for them to grow their earnings through expansion in profit margins. It'll be easier for companies in Europe and Japan to do that over the next 1 to 2 years.